So guys, I've been playing Daymare 1998. It's a demo of a game that comes out this summer. The demo has the first 2 levels of the game. It took us about an hour and about an hour and a half to actually complete the first 2 levels. I'm assuming these are the first 2 levels of the game. It's a survival horror. It's got great atmosphere and it plays very much like Resident Evil 2. The big difference between this and Resident Evil 2 is this is not a multi-million pound game made by a huge studio. This is made by 10 people, probably in a basement, living off McDonald's or something. And it shows in some parts of the game, which I'll come to right at the end of the video. But let's first of all talk about what this game actually is. So as I say, it's a bit like it's Resident Evil 2. Let's be honest, it's very Resident Evil 2. I mean, you play from the perspective of 3 people: this kind of deranged cop, a pilot, and this guy who lives in a tower in the woods. Anyway, as you play with the cop in the demo, you're armed with a pistol and a submachine gun, and you kind of get dropped off at this facility. And the first level is you've got to recover a certain item, which I'm forgetting the name of, in this facility, and then escape. And the second level, you are running through toxic-filled streets that are filled with this toxic gas, and there's like a meter running down in the top of your screen, and when that gets into the red, you die, and you have to run into houses for cover. And it's quite fun, that level, because you've got zombies blocking your way, and you have to kind of run past them or shoot them to get into cover as quickly as possible. Now, there's 2 difficulty levels for this game in the actual demo. There was like a beginners and there was regular or hard mode or whatever it was. I played it on the regular hard mode simply because that's the one that the developers recommend, and I want the best experience that I can get. And I have to say, guys, the difference between the 2 levels is the zombies go down quicker on easy and you get way more resources. I'm saying that I haven't actually played on easy, I just read the text. But on hard, man, this is very resource management style gaming. For example, you will run out of bullets or get very close to running out of bullets if you don't find new bullets as you go around the levels. And so you're constantly sniffing everywhere for boxes of bullets that you can actually grab and reload your weapons. Now, this is the cool thing about this game. The actual reloading of your weapons. It's done through your HUD. I mean, you can just reload a clip. I'll go into the clip reloading first. That's probably the best way of doing this. If you press R, which is your standard key on the keyboard for reload, and hold, if you just press it quickly, you'll eject a clip and then slap another one in, and the ejected clip will fall on the floor somewhere, and then you're ready to go blasting away. It's a really quick way of reloading, but you don't want to be doing that. You want to be holding down R, which is a slow, more animated reload, but he puts his other clip back in his inventory. Now you need that other clip. Now you can just do the quick reload and then come back and pick your clip up if you can find it, but I actually lost a clip doing that when I panicked. I don't want to show you the footage, it's bad. But basically, when you do the ordinary reload, you will just maybe, I don't know, have a couple of bullets left in the mag. You put that in your inventory, pull a fresh clip out full of bullets, blasting away, good to go. Unfortunately, as you are going through the game, you kind of keep forgetting to, well, I kind of forgot to reload the clip, because you have to reload the clip. It's alright finding a box of bullets, but they're not going to go into your gun because they need to go into a clip. So what you do is you press tab and this cool little interface comes up, and it has 4 different modes. It has your inventory and your weapons, which is mode 1. It has your health. It has a map of the level where you've actually been, parts of the level that you've uncovered, and it also has any interesting things you've found, like audio recordings and stuff like that. But coming back to the inventory, you can interact directly with the things in your inventory system. You can't craft things in the demo. I mean, you can boost stuff, which I'll tell you about in a second, but coming back to the reloading, you might have picked up a box of bullets. There might be, I don't know, 9 bullets in there, and there's standard bullets and hollow point bullets in this game. And you have a clip that might have 2 bullets in. You can put another 8 bullets in to bring it up to the maximum clip size of 10, and then you've got a clip with 10 bullets good to go. And when you reload, you'll put a full clip into your gun. If you forget to put extra bullets in your clip, when you try to press reload, you might pull in a clip with only 2 bullets in, and then you're in deep shit. So it pays you to actually take the time to reload your clips, which adds great immersion into the game, especially considering the game doesn't freaking well pause. So you got to be careful, because there's zombies around and they're not going to wait till you reload your gun. If they smell brains, they'll be after you. So it's all kind of atmospheric and scary. This game, I was shitting chocolate and kittens when I was playing this at times, because I was trying to reload my gun and fill the clips, and then you think, shit, I've got no bullets in my clips. What if the zombie comes now? And it's like in the movies where you're shaking and you can't, they can't get the key in the door because it's like, well, that's me, you know, trying to reload a freaking gun. But when games do that to you, it's a good thing. I really enjoy that kind of stuff. Now, as I talked a little bit about crafting, you can't really craft, but what you do, you pick up stimulants as you're going around the levels, and some of these are boosters, which means that you can kind of blend them with, say, a health pack, and it'll make the health pack more potent. Now, the way health works in this game is really cool. It's like healing over time, like in an MMO. For example, you take the health drink or whatever it is, but your health doesn't just shoot up. It takes maybe, I don't know, 15 seconds or so to get up to the maximum health. So again, it adds all immersion to the actual game. Now, the actual zombies themselves, they're animated really well. They look scary, and the heads moving all over the place. And to be honest with you guys, if you want to take these suckers down, you need headshots. And so you've got to take your time with your aiming and just try and hit it. But obviously some of them come at you quite quick. You haven't got any room to back off. You might have a desk behind you, and so panic sets in and you just blast them like I've fell victim to that a few times playing this game, and it's just it's comical, but it's also shitty when that actually happens, because there's RNG at play here with the headshots. Sometimes the head will just explode if you get a crit, and they'll just drop straight away. Other times you need to put 5 or 6 bullets into the heads to drop them. It seems to, what I did notice is the bigger bulky bodies seem to take more headshots than the skinnier ones. I don't know whether that's a thing, but it kind of felt that was a thing as I was going through. But there is definitely RNG mechanics, just like in RE2. One of the things that did disappoint me is you can't blow limbs off, so you can't like go around legging them like you could in RE2. You shoot these suckers in the legs and it's just like nothing. So aim for the head to get them down. Now, it also has little mini games, like a hacking mini game, and I came to this door and I had a feeling there was going to be bullets in, and it said hacking level hard, and I thought, oh no. And to hack this, it took us 3 seconds. It's piss easy. You've just got to line up a line with a square that both of them are moving. If you've got, you know, half decent reflexes, then you shouldn't have any problem. If you've got the reflexes of a pregnant asthmatic hippo, then I'm afraid you're not going to be hacking many consoles, are you? Now, it also has puzzles, this game, so it has puzzles like, again, like Resident Evil 2. I didn't really find them that challenging. Pretty obvious stuff, to be honest. There was only 3 in this game. One of them was pretty tough, where you had to study some paintings to get these symbols off. And by the way, guys, you need a girlfriend who's on a computer playing Ark to actually do this game, because this is me playing. I'm playing. Cass, write down this B-487, and she's like, oh god, I'm in the middle of fighting a dinosaur. Just write it down, quick. There's a zombie coming. And there's you need a pen and paper or a girlfriend playing Ark. Either will do. Girlfriend playing Ark is probably a better choice, guys. Because there's stuff to write down that you're going to need. There was like a puzzle where I had to get the right temperature in these 4 tanks, and the tanks were in another room, so I had to go through, write down the temperatures. Well, I didn't write them down, I just called out the numbers, and then, yeah, that's good. Now, overall, I really enjoyed this game. It is a very atmospheric survival horror game, very similar to RE2. It is a little bit clunky, though. I mean, there was a time when there was a notepad or something on a machine, and there was a button on the machine. I needed to get the notepad and press the button. I wanted to get the notepad first, but I ended up pressing the button and setting off a freaking self-destruct, then had to freaking try and grab the notepad and escape the building while reading these notes. I wanted to do it the other way around, obviously, but third person, clunky, you know, they go hand in hand, don't they? Also, the cutscenes of people's faces, they look like plasticine action men. It looks like, remember Action Man or G.I. Joe for you Americans, with the kung fu grip and the eagle eyes? Well, everybody looks like him, especially the pilot, my oath. He looked freaking well dodgy, him. And that's a bit of a shame, but again, it comes down to the size of the team. You know, you're not going to get your multi-million-pound polish on a game made by 10 people. Oh yeah, so there was that. There was also an instance where a monster, was a special monster, came at me, and I was stuck in a doorway and he just charged at me and kind of got me. It looked like we were doing a waltz, but I couldn't, because of the camera angle, I couldn't aim my gun at his head, and I was just like firing off shots into his shoulders. I was just like shot me whole load over his I unloaded on him. No, Mac. I shot my Mac. What did you say? I shot the fucker in the shoulder. All right, with the whole load. Back. Stop saying load, but it was a load. I unloaded. Look, I unloaded everything all over him. All right. But other than that, I didn't really have many problems with the actual game. So it all went well, and I really did enjoy it. The dialogue's awful. The story seems a bit shit, but the gameplay and the immersion are what counts, and they are very well intact in this game. So I'm really looking forward to when this comes out. It comes out this summer. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I do know that I have no hair. So I'll see you next time. I have got hair. What are you talking about, prick?